Hey, everybody. Hey, that rhymed kind of. Wait, let me get my screen together. Um, Open my chat. I'm waiting for some people to come in before I get started and stuff. So, welcome. Wait, one more thing I need to do. Let's see. Sorry. Um, bear with me. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me mute this. Okay, got it muted. Um, let me see. Okay, so I'm back. Hey. I'm waiting for some people to come into the room and everything before I get started. Hey, MC the Shiznit. Welcome. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. How's your morning going so far? Hopefully all is well. Um, So I don't know if you heard me say, I think I said it on my last live stream that I'm going to start going live like Monday through Fridays at, and you can hear me, right? If you can hear me, make sure you put a one in the chat because I know my sound guy Jared said that he couldn't hear me the last time. So if you can hear me, please put a one. Great, but super cold. Okay, so you can't hear me. Cool. Thank you. Um, But I'm gonna start going live. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I'm gonna start going live like Monday through Fridays for sure. At it's gonna be at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 a.m. my time. So right now it's like 5:09 my time. So it's early, but I said I was gonna start getting in bed earlier and try to so that I can get up earlier and do this. So yeah. So anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and get started and stuff, and then more people can jump in. And let me just make sure. Okay, so more people can jump in if necessary. So I wanted to start with yesterday. Yesterday was so much fun. I don't know if you were able to watch Tori go live and do Neckbone News. Oh my goodness, Nepo News is so funny. Oh, my birthday is I guess I should have said that. It's this Sunday coming up, the 26th. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I normally work every other weekend, but I'm actually off on my birthday, which is a good thing. So I'm happy about that. But back to what I was saying, Tori, do you ever watch Tori go live and do Neckbone News? And then I know that he does Tori's brain games on Fridays also. But yesterday was hilarious. If you haven't watched it, I would highly suggest you go back and watch the replay because it had me laughing so hard. It was crazy. I was just like, I couldn't stop laughing. So it was definitely a good show. He did like a little, oh yeah, he is funny. He did like a little interview um with the family was called the Worthingtons. You just got to see it if you have it. I don't know if you watch it or not, but it is so funny. But I wanted to talk this morning. I want to talk a little bit about something that kind of like just kind of bothered me. I heard about it yesterday, and I think the day before I heard about it as well. Oh, before I say that though, so they had a Neckbone News after party last night on Motivation from the Weightlifting Geeks channel, and it was like a crazy after party. It was so much fun. I think I was up late. I was up till Man, what time was I up until? I was up late. I was up really late, so I probably didn't get enough rest last night. But the Neckbone News after party was so much fun. Oh my goodness, I couldn't. I couldn't. You have to go back and watch what is it, the replay if you didn't get a chance to watch it. Oh, you were there. Okay. You were there for both, or you were there for just the after party? Were you there for the Neckbone News, which took place earlier in the day, or were you there for both? But I'm gonna move on from there. But you can still answer that question, which one you were there for. So I wanted to talk about something that really bothered me that I heard about. Oh, the after party. Okay. Oh my God! So you saw all my jokes. You saw the big rooster, the pole jokes, and all of that stuff, and everything too. I'm thinking you saw all of that if you were there. But I want to talk about something. Getting back to why I logged on today, or I went live today. Well, I'm gonna go live every day, so it doesn't matter. Something bothered me that I heard yesterday, and I wasn't on this live when this young man, this gentleman, did his live, but I just kind of heard that Jared, good guy, cool dude, and everything. I heard some trolls jumped on one of his lives and kind of just said some bad things. I heard they used the N word, said some stuff about you live with your mom, or just really ignorant stuff. And it's crazy because I'm passionate about people. Let me see how I should say this. I'm just passionate about helping people, uplifting people and things like that. And I'm gonna say it, especially people with disabilities. And he's shared what his disability is. So, I'm not saying anything that everybody doesn't know, but I'm very passionate about things like that and stuff. And I don't like when people, do things. Hey, Good Eats Homestead, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm just talking about something that's close to my heart today, about the whole thing with Jared and how some trolls or something they were on his page and said some pretty hurtful things. And to me, that's ignorant people. What are they called? They call them internet thugs. They hide behind the computer and they say ignorant things. But if you were face to face with somebody, um, more than likely, that's why he needs mods. I think he does have mods, right? I think. I'm pretty sure he has moderators. But yeah, maybe he didn't that day because I guess a moderator would be able to take somebody out, right? I think. Okay. So anyway, back to my my story. This hits home because I want to share a bit of personal information with you guys about me. And I actually have a son who is disabled. And it just like it really hits home because I couldn't even imagine if somebody um excuse me, like took shots at my son, as a mother, and I'm gonna just keep it real. I would want to hurt that person. My son didn't ask for the disabilities that he has, and just like Jared didn't ask for the disabilities that he has. So yeah, we live in a very, very cold world. So I don't think it's right, but it led me to talk about this. I wanted to talk about two times. God's been very instrumental in my life, so it's not just these two times that he's been instrumental, but I want to talk about two times that he like really, really, really got me through something. Like, man, two or three times. I'm going to talk about two times because I don't want to take up too long. So back in 2018, I got like the call that I don't want to say it was a call that no one wants to get, but I got a call late at night from my son. So let me go a step back. My son has like disabilities. He has a learning disability. He has like a mental illness. He's had all of that stuff. He's had the learning disability since he was like young, very, very young. It was noticed in like kindergarten, first grade or whatever. And then the mental illness came out probably, I don't know, in his teen years. So he's kind of had like a lot going on. But going back to 2018, April 1st to be exact, I was out hanging out with my cousins, and it was pretty late. We were just like hanging out. And I got a call from him, and he said that something was going on. His head was hurting, he couldn't really see straight or stand up. And then all of a sudden, so like, well, first I started asking him, well, did you take anything for your headache? And just sit down or drink some water. Drink water cures everything, I guess. Just drink some water, you'll be all right and stuff. So I kind of told him to just like kind of take it easy, just relax or whatever. Then all of a sudden, like the phone just like went silent, and I'm like calling him, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't know about father's instincts, but I know about mother's instinct. So my instinct immediately told me something was wrong. So I was like, I was calling him on the phone. I was like calling him and calling him, and he never did. Cold world, you need tough skin on this devilish internet. Mommy now, so I can bounce trolls away. How do you mod somebody? Or did I do it the last time? I don't remember. I think I did it for my Hypathon. Let me see if I can figure it out. But back to the story. What was I gonna say? So I knew something was wrong. So immediately I was like, I need to go. Something's going on with my son. I don't know what. I kept hanging up the phone, calling back, hanging up the phone, calling back. And where I was probably like an hour and a half away from where I live. So I knew something was wrong. So right when I got into my car, I called 911, and I told them, something's going on with my son. I don't know what, because I'm not there. Kind of explained um, what had happened, and how the phone just went silent, and if they could send a three dots by my name, then hit moderate. Okay, let's see. I had to go over to the YouTube page to do it, I remember. Okay, add as moderator. Okay, I did it. Okay, yeah, it shows up. So I'm heading home. I'm like on the phone with 911. They say that they'll send someone over, an ambulance and stuff. And like I said, I'm like an hour and a half away from my house and stuff. So I hit the freeway. The people call me back. I think it was a cop that called me back on my phone. He's like, okay, we're here at your house, but we can't get in. We're knocking and no one's answering the door. Do you want us to break in? Hey, Jared, I'm glad you joined in because I'm talking about some stuff. I was talking about how the incident that happened to you like really impacted me, because it kind of hit home for me, because I do have a son who has disabilities, and like if anything ever happened to him, like what happened to you on your live, I I might be in jail or something. Something, because I'm like, don't mess with my kids, don't mess with my kids, don't mess with my friends. Jared is my friend, so troll if you out there, don't mess with my friends and stuff, because I go hard for my friends, and I'm not trying to bring out the west side in me, California, west side. No, I'm just playing. But I ride hard, so hard for my friends. And Jared, just I know I haven't met you personally, but I know you're a good person. You my fam, you my friend, and all of that stuff. So I don't appreciate, what happened to you. So I'm talking about my son and his disability. So, but fast forward, the police call back, and they're like, "Well, we can't get in. Do you want us to break the door?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do whatever you need to do." So anyway, long story short, um, it's not that short actually when you think about it, but I got home in record time, which was like crazy. I didn't When I got home, I got to the hospital because when they did get into my house, they found him like in the bathroom on the floor. And, I guess he had like vomited. I hope nobody's eating breakfast or anything. But he was out. He was passed out and stuff. So the police talked to me, this one police, and I said that there's angels. There are definitely angels in the world, because this one police talked to me almost all the way home. He kept saying, just calm down, just calm down. We're here, drive safe or whatever, because I told him where I was coming from and everything. He just kept reassuring me that everything was going to be okay. And got home in record time, nothing but God. That's a testimony I got to the hospital in record time. When I get to the hospital, I pull up to the hospital the same time the ambulance pulls up to the hospital that took my son to the hospital. So I'm fine in the park. So they go in and get him in there. I go in and let them know I'm there, but I can't go back right away and stuff because they're doing all kinds of tests. I'm out in can you guys imagine? I'm like out in the lobby, just a mess, a complete, utter mess. That's how I was, just a complete mess. I'm calling people, my sister, my brother, just letting people know, call my mom. I think I called my mom. Yeah, I did call my why would I not call my mom? So I'm calling people, letting them know. So finally I get to go back to the room and see him. And when I get back there, he's like not um he's not awake. He's just like laying there and stuff. And then the doctor, I'm in there with him, and the doctor was like just asking me questions. I was like, I wasn't home. I don't know what happened. Explain the story to them. Well, when the tests come back, the doctor comes back in. My sister shows up by then. The doctor comes back in and he says, oh, he has a brain injury. And I'm like, a brain injury from what? Like, what do you mean? What is that? Explain. I'm just like a mess and everything. So she says she doesn't know. But what they're gonna have to do is transfer him to another hospital for higher level of care, because he needs like a a neurologist to come in and evaluate him. So they said they were going to call some hospitals and stuff, which they did. Long story short, one of the UC hospitals accepted him and stuff, and they had to transport him that night. So my sister's there by this time. I'm a complete mess. My son is kind of like in and out, but kind of incoherent and stuff, but mostly out. Um, so my sister's like, okay, the ambulance people get there and they're like, you guys can just follow us up to the hospital. And I guess the hospital is probably like about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from this first hospital that we were at. So go drop my car off. My sister drives and everything. And she's like, you're not in any condition to drive. So she drives us out there. We get there. I think I ended up spending the night. They get him situated in a room, and I'm finally in the room. They get him situated. They say it's nighttime. It's like early morning, actually, by now. So they said the neurologist will be there. The neurosurgeon will be there later in the day to check on him. But, they're making. So, Jared, right now, when this incident happened, he was 26. Right now he's 30. How old is he? He's 31 right now, but he was 26 when this happened. So anyway, I ended up staying there the whole night. The next day, and when I tell you this, I mean this with everything in me. So the next day, I actually think I ran home and got changed clothes or whatever, and then I came back up to the UC hospital that he was at. So the next day, we're waiting for the neurologist, the neurosurgeon, to come in and everything. He comes in and stuff. And when I tell you this, he walked into the room, and it was just like a calmness that came over me. I don't really know how to explain it, but I knew that this man, his name was Dr. Waldo. I'll never forget his name. I knew that this man was sent from God, because it was just like a feeling that I had. It was just like a calmness. Before that, I was just like, what's going on? I don't know. Is my son okay? And he's still out. He's still unconscious and everything. So this doctor walks in. He doesn't even say anything to me and my sister. He just like looks around, you know, does a little assessment of the room, I guess, walks over to my son and everything, and, kind of checks him out and does what he needs to do and everything. And then he starts talking to us and everything. Okay, so long story short, I don't want to go through every single detail of everything. What come to find out what happened after this doctor reviewed his scans, my son had this thing, it's called A as in apple, V as in Victor, M as in Mary. Never heard of that. AVM. Never heard of that in my life. I'm like, it's called an arterial venous malformation. So if there's any MDs out there, you guys know what this is. And I know what it is now because of the incident. So he explains that that's what my son had and everything. And basically what it is when it's like something that you're born with. It's not hereditary, so it's not passed down from generation to generation. It's something that you're born with, is how they explained it to me. And then I just want to just tell you guys quickly because I looked it up so I could tell you. So a brain arterial venous malformation is a tangle of blood vessels that connects arteries and veins in the brain. The arteries take oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the brain. I don't think I need to include all of that. The cause of brain AVMs isn't clear. Most people are born with them, but they can form later in life. Rarely they can be passed down among families. So it's not a hereditary thing or anything like that. Some people with the brain AVM experience signs and symptoms such as headaches or seizures. So my son would always have headaches when prior to this. He would always like say his head hurt. I took him to doctors and everything, and they were just like saying that it was like migraines or something, and just would give him like ibuprofen to take, but they never did a scan, which is really sad because somebody's like having these constant um headaches. You would think that they would go ahead and do some type of scan or something. um so basically, let me get back to the thing. Basically, where am I at? Basically, it bursts. So because the blood vessels, the blood are tangled up, the blood like goes through quick and eventually it'll burst. So basically, he had like a brain bleed and stuff. So that's what the doctor explained. He said that Brian was going to have this surgery where they had to craniotomy, where they have to go in, cut through a skull, and they have to fix whatever. That was like maybe 2 or 3 days after he went to this UC hospital. So that day came, my whole family came up to the hospital. My nerves were so bad. I believe in God with my whole heart, but I'm human. My nerves were just like a mess, but I'm glad I had my family there to support me because it's like a major surgery, somebody cutting through your skull and to fix something. So we're in the waiting room and stuff. He had already kind of told me how long the surgery would be. And I think it was like hours. It was like 5 hours or something, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Joshua, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, while I'm talking about this, can you guys please hit the like button? Can you guys share and all that good stuff? I wanted to put that out there. I forgot to say that. I got so caught up in the conversation that I forgot to say that. Oh, good, Jared. Before you came in, Jared, I was like, I don't know where my sound guy is, but MC, I always got to look. MC the Shiznit, he was my sound guy earlier today, and he's my moderator too. So thank you again for helping with that. But anyway, so I'm waiting. Like 5 hours, a 5 hour surgery seems like it's 24 hours. So I'm waiting and waiting. I'm seeing other families in there. Did you know what self promotion means? Are you asking me that, Joshua, or are you asking somebody else? Um, so I'm waiting. It seems like it's taking forever. Other families, the doctors are coming in, letting them know how their loved one surgery went and stuff. And I'm just like waiting. But again, I'm glad my family was there waiting with me. So and I don't remember what time, but at some point, I see Dr. Waldo walk into the waiting area, the family waiting area, and stuff. And he just has a look on his face. It's like not a smile. It's not like a sad look. It's just like a look. Just you can't read it. Basically, is what I'm saying. So he walks in and everything, and I like go over to him, and he just tells me that everything went fine. The surgery went well, and I'm tearing up already because I remember all of this and everything and how it happened. But everything went well with the surgery, and that he was in recovery and when I would be able to go see him or whatever. So I was just like, I think I was like crying at that point, which is understandable, right? So I finally get to thank you, Goodies Homestead. So I finally get to go to recovery and see my son. And I thought I could pull up a picture. I was looking earlier, but I kind of ran out of time. So I go into the room. He has this big white bandage around his whole head. He's like, of course, out of it, still under and everything. So I just like sat there and held his hand and just prayed that his recovery would be fine and all of that stuff. So so he went in on April 1st. Probably he was there. Let me just tell you guys how long he was in the hospital. He was in the hospital for like a month. At this UC place because he had to go to rehab too. So like maybe 2 weeks worth of rehab, which was at the same hospital, and then like maybe 2.5 weeks after he had the surgery and stuff, like he had to recover and stuff. Sorry, I'm getting teary eyed about this story. So fast forward, I was beat. I was going to work. When I would leave work, I would go to the hospital. When I left the hospital, I would go home. It was just like crazy, and everything was like far. So an hour to get to my job, an hour and a half to get to the hospital, an hour to get back home. And I was getting home late every night, but I was doing this every day and stuff. So he wasn't waking up after he had the surgery. He wasn't waking up, and they couldn't figure out why. They did like a EEG. No, they didn't do an EEG. He just wasn't waking up. They were trying to figure out why he wasn't waking up, and I was just like crushed, like, why is he not waking up? Is he gonna wake up? No, he didn't have a brain tumor. It's called an arterial venous malformation. So it's basically like a stroke. When you're born with it, the uh the vessels in your brain, he said, let her finish. The vessels in your brain, they're all intertwined and stuff, and it's something you're born with. It's not hereditary or anything like that. So it burst, and he ended up going to the hospital having surgery. So anyway, like 2 days after the surgery, he hadn't woke up, and they were like, running all kinds of tests to kind of see what was going on. They were doing the thing on his foot to see if he would move his foot. He wasn't like moving his foot. So here I am crushed again. Like, wait a minute, he got through the surgery and everything. And now this, God, don't fail me, and stuff. So it was just like, it was so hard just going back and forth and stuff to hospital, to work, the hospital, home, work, hospital, home. It was just crazy. So one day I ended up leaving, the third day after the surgery. I ended up leaving work early to drive out to the hospital. And I was praying like the whole way there, like, God, please don't take my son away from me. Just, the things that people would probably say and stuff if something happened to their child and stuff. Even though he was an adult, he's still my child and stuff. So I get to the hospital and everything, and I'm walking in and stuff. And there was just like one nurse that was always there for my son and everything. So I get buzzed in using the ICU and stuff. Ooh, my eyes are getting kind of glossy. So, hey, Amber, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. So I walk in and everything, and I'm sorry, tears are coming, you guys. This is like a hard story for me to tell, even though it ends up being good at the end. So I walk in and I'm walking towards his room, and then as I'm walking towards his room, the nurse, the male nurse, is coming out of his room, and he sees me and he's like, he's awake, he's awake. Oh my God. I started like just running to the room and everything. He was awake. He was still like a little bit like not all the way there, but he was awake. So I was like, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God. So just fast forward, he started having seizures, and I saw your thing, Jared, about you have seizures too. So he started having um he had one seizure when he was in the hospital, and they had to do like the EEG or whatever. So they did that. So fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Eventually, he kind of lost like feeling on one side of his body. So that's why they had to take him to rehab. He had to go to rehab, and he had to like learn everything, you guys. He had to like because when you have a stroke and stuff, let me just go back for a minute. When you have a stroke, there's some deficits that happen after that stroke. And his deficits, which still take place to this day, were like short-term memory loss. So I could give him like five things to do. He could barely remember like two of the things to do. So, God definitely gave me the grace to deal with that, because sometimes you find yourself getting frustrated, but then you got to remind yourself like, oh, he went through this traumatic brain injury, a traumatic experience. So, you can't get mad or whatever. So he got through therapy for 2 weeks. He graduated through therapy. They had like a little graduation ceremony. Excuse me. He came home, and they gave me like exercises to still do with him. He had to go to speech therapy because of his speech and everything. It affects a lot. Like, you just don't really even imagine like what the things that your brain affects or whatever. He was able to walk okay, thank God. He wasn't paralyzed where he couldn't walk, but he just had these deficits. So he went to speech therapy for a long time. And what they do is kind of help you like remember stuff. So there were all these different games that they would do with him, to kind of help his memory like build back up. Excuse me. Um, but I said all of that to say that oh, how is he now? He's still has some deficits and everything. Like I was saying, if I give him like five things to do, he can barely remember. Like, he'll maybe remember one. He still goes to see a neurologist like maybe like every month. He still goes to see a neurologist. When he got back home, he started really having seizures. So he has seizures now. So now he's taking medicine for seizures and stuff. But I thank God that he's here. I was saying some stuff that God has gotten me through in my life, and God, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, that's something that God certainly got me through in life. So I'm thankful that he's here. He gets on my nerves sometimes. I'm not even gonna act like he doesn't. But I got to remind myself he didn't ask for any of this stuff. He didn't ask for a learning disability. He didn't ask for a mental illness. He didn't ask for a stroke, this AVM thing that he had. So I gotta remind myself of that sometimes, that he didn't ask for any of this stuff, but it still happened. And I just gotta go from there. So all that to say that I have a son with disabilities, and I don't like when somebody somebody who has disabilities, somebody who doesn't have disabilities, when somebody treats them badly. So I'm not okay with that. I just need to say, hey, broke farmer, thank you for jumping in. Um, I was just kind of telling a long story about something that God got me through in my life. He's gotten me through a lot, but just something that was just like the most devastating event, one of the most devastating events that happened. But I'm thankful that my son is here still. God covered him. He covered me too, because I think about all the driving I was doing, and I was tired, I was exhausted, but yet I still made it through. I didn't run off the road. And I'm telling you, some of those roads were dark that I had to take when I was going through all of this. So I thank God for that. But yeah, if Jared, if you're still on here, I got your back and everything. I don't like when people treat people wrong. It's not okay. It's really not okay for people to do that. So um, I'm standing up for you and for others. My brother is blind. He was first blind child to attend public schools. It was torture. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amber. How old is your brother, if you don't mind me asking? Um, and then quickly, the other thing I think I shared this before. My mom passed away in 2019, and going back, I ended up my job was so cool. I ended up getting 6 months off work. It's called FMLA, so it's like something that's offered. I think it's like a federal thing, Family Medical Leave Act or something. So I ended up being off for 6 months to help him through his recovery and all of that stuff. So I was blessed to be able to do that. I was blessed to still be able to maintain and take care of the bills and all of that stuff. So my son's not able to work and everything. I'm going to share something else with you guys. It's kind of personal. So, with all of this, I tried to apply for disability for him, and I was denied, or he was denied. He was denied twice. I don't understand that. Even his neurologist is like, he had a stroke, a traumatic brain injury. Like, what the heck? So, I'm going through. The third time of applying for it again, trying to get him, because right now I pretty much take care of everything for him, just from my job and stuff. But I think that he should be entitled to receive benefits because of his disability. And then just the other time was when my mom passed away in 2019. Nothing but God got me through and stuff. And I had to actually take a leave. I went to this grief support group through this church, and it really helped me. They deny everybody that needs it, right? It's like, dude, like, what the heck? So anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to my story. I just wanted to share it with you guys. Don't mess with people. Don't mess with people who have disabilities, and even people who don't have disabilities. So, Jared, we got your back. I just want to let you know that. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, thank you, Amber. I hope he gets it, because he definitely needs it. And one day I'm not going to be here, and I hope that it's a long time from now, like a long, long time from now. But I want to make sure that he's set up and stuff. He has a sister, so he spends a lot of time with the sister. But I don't want him to drain her. I want him to be set up where he is receiving what he's entitled to receive. So I'm still working on that. Hopefully everything works out and it comes through. Tell him you will be live daily. Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So going forward, I wasn't on yesterday because yesterday was a holiday, but Mondays through Fridays, I will be live in the morning at 8 a.m. I'm gonna say between 8 and 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 or to between 5 and 5:15 Pacific Time, which is where I am. So I'm gonna start doing that like every morning, going live and just waking up with you guys. I don't have my coffee. I didn't make my coffee yet, so I only got like water over here today. But just checking you guys out in the morning. You guys can check me out in the morning before I go to work because I do got to go to work today. I had wrote down some stuff though about that I did want to kind of talk about. I'm trying to get my subscription count up. I think right now I'm like at 265 subscribers, and I really want to I want to get like to 300. And I don't know if I'm going to do it before my birthday on this Sunday coming up. Oh, so if you guys want to show me some birthday love, that's my Cash App. You guys can buy me a cup of coffee or something if you want to. Feel free to do whatever you want to do. I'll accept anything. But if I could get to, I'm gonna say, because I'm doing the Hypathon Liveathon in March, on March 11th. I will try to catch you. I get done with Flock after 8:30. What's Flock? I don't know what that is. Maybe you can explain. Thank you for sharing, Sassy. You never know what others are going through or have gone through. That's so true. I didn't learn that until like later in life. You don't know what people are going through. Someone could have a big smile on their face, but hurting like so much on the inside. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, like from the bottom of my heart. Hey, Shantirement, thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. Just kind of shared a little story with everybody about an event that happened in my life where God was just there for me. He was there for me each step of the way. So I don't know if you caught it. If not, go back and check out the replay. But just wanted to share that with you guys and stuff. Oh yeah, so back to what I was saying. I think I'm at like 265 right now for subscriptions, and I hope and pray to be higher before the Liveathon, the Hypathon, which is on March 11th. So I'm gonna set a goal for myself of, if I'm at 265, I'm gonna say like, shoot, 300. 300, yeah. I want to be like at 300. Now I want to be more than 300. I'll be like at 325, 350, 500. Let's just say 500. Let's go out on a limb and say 500. Okay. Anything's possible. So anyway, I'm trying to get there. So feel free to share my video out, you guys. I don't mind. You never know who might be out there who needed to hear that story. You will be at 320 by then or better. Thank you, MC the Shiznit. I sure hope so. So share it out and all of that good stuff. The only other, this morning, oh my God, I was like little Susie homemaker this morning. I got up, and normally when I go to work, I'll stop at Starbucks and I don't know if you guys know what the egg bites things are, but I'll buy like egg bites because I try to like load up on protein and stuff like that. So this morning I got up and I made a batch at home of my egg bites and stuff. I have to upload a picture or something or show you. Okay, Shantirement, thank you so much. I appreciate that. But they came out really good. I found the Starbucks copycat recipe and I got up and whipped it up. I tried one. Thank you, Amber. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Whipped them up and stuff, put them in the oven. 30 minutes later, they came out. They were so good. The only thing I didn't do is the ones at Starbucks have bacon. I didn't put bacon in mine. So I don't really like bacon. I know that sounds weird, but I don't really like bacon. So I didn't put bacon in mine. They have some other ones at Starbucks. I think they have like spinach or something. I don't know, something. Yeah, you're right. Save my money, because when you go to Starbucks and when you look back at your bank account, you're like, I spent that much when I could have just made eggs at home and my own. So that's another thing that I'm going to be trying to do is cook more at home and quit being lazy driving home from work. Like, oh, I'm just gonna stop and get something instead of going home and making something, because I'm good for that. I'm good for stopping and just picking something up. And I do got skills in the kitchen, so I'm just not to be like putting me out there like I'm just all that in a bag of chips, but I got skills in the kitchen. So why not make my own meal at home and save money? So I'll start doing that. And I want to start actually doing like videos of me cooking. I don't really know how to edit videos though. So that's something that I'm gonna have to learn, is how to edit videos, because I don't want just like a long, long, long video of me cooking and just taking forever. So I'll have to learn how to edit the video. I'm sure there's some people out there. It's easy. So, like, what program? I think Big Rooster told me to use Shotcut. I think it's called Shotcut, but it looks kind of intimidating to me. So, if you know of a different program, there's so many to use. Okay. Maybe I just need to sit down and play around with it. Just looking at it though, I was like, what do I need to do? So I'll figure it out. Or I'll just go live and it'll just be like a long video and stuff. So that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to start doing videos of my little cooking. Just try them out. You will find one you like. Okay. I'm gonna try. I downloaded Shotcut, so I might as well go ahead and give that one a try, and see if I can figure it out. You know, I'm just like being lazy. Maybe I just want somebody else to do it for me. Just like going and buying the egg bites at Starbucks, and I could have just made them at home myself. So you know how that goes. You edit from your phone. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I have it. I know I have Shotcut on my computer, but I don't know if I have it on my phone or not. And then I'm gonna start pushing more videos because I bought a 3D laser printer. Oh, you know what? I had wanted to show you guys. Well, I have some stuff right here. I had wanted to show you guys some stuff that I did. Hold on one second. Let me just grab one thing that I did. It almost fell off my chair. Okay. So the other day, every day I try to like do something so I can learn more and more. Hey, Martika, thank you for stopping through. Oh my gosh, shared such an emotional story this morning. I was like in tears, kind of. So if you get a chance to go back and check out the replay, definitely do so. Just kind of share like a personal, something personal that happened in my life where I know God got me through and stuff. So computers take 10 times longer to edit. Really? It seems like to me a computer would be like so much faster. How much is a coffee at Starbucks? So the coffee I get is called Pike Place, and it's like $2 like for a tall, which is the small size. It's like uh it used to be like 210. I think it's like 260 now. But anyway, so I have a laser printer, and I haven't glued the stuff down yet, but this is what I made the other day, and I just gotta like paint it. I'm gonna like maybe stain the back part. Can you guys see it? It's all crooked, but it says home. I like farmhouse looking stuff, so I'm gonna probably paint or stain the back, and I don't know. I'm gonna just make it really cute. But that's one of the things that I did on my laser printer the day before yesterday. I made these. I don't know if any of you guys were on the other day, but I've been hearing a lot of people talking about growing like herbs and like different things. So I jumped on board. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, you guys. I love working on that laser printer. It cuts, it engraves, it scores and stuff. Man, it's like awesome. So I bought like some seeds so I could start growing herbs and stuff indoors. So I made these on the laser printer. So like artichoke, these little steaks that are gonna go into my pots. My hands look heck of ashy. Let me put them down. I need some lotion. I'll go like this so you guys can't see how ashy my hands are. Arugula. And I had this like super good arugula salad one day. I just dropped the cucumber one. Here's the one that says chives. So there you go. And it has like a little picture. So I think these are cute. Oh, you laughing? Goodies. I don't know where my lotion is. I guess I should have put lotion on before I got on. But I didn't. And that's okay. Ashy gang gang. Hey, Ashy gang gang. And then I made these little things. Oh, let me turn my hand around again. These are coasters that I'm these are coasters that I made. I think these are called something leaves. I can't remember what they're called. And then I do want to show you guys one more thing. I forgot to bring it in here, and then I guess I'll go after that. But hold on, just I'll be right back. Okay, bear with me. I'm still here. Just hold. Okay, I'm back. So I made this the other day, and this is kind of sentimental. Let me step back so you guys can see. This is kind of sentimental to me. So I made this on my laser printer, and this isn't my address, but it's the address that I grew up at, 1540. So I thought this was cute. The letters cut out by themselves, not by themselves, but and I painted. It was all this color wood, which is the maple plywood, and then the little frame thing. I just painted black, and I painted the numbers black. So that's what I did the other day, you guys. So each day, I'm trying to do more and more. Hey, African Dreaming. Hey, fam. I'm trying to do more and more and learn more and more on my Glowforge laser printer and stuff. Hey, Joshua, welcome back. Those who weren't on earlier, I hope you guys get a chance to go back and check out my replay. I talked about a couple of, hey, The Educated Natural, thanks for joining. I talked about a couple of things that were close to my heart and stuff. Got a little emotional and stuff, but it's okay. It's okay, just kind of talked about how God brought me through like a couple of things in my life. One with my son and then one with the death of my mom. So when you guys get a chance, go back and check out my replay. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, I really appreciate it. But I think that's it. I'm going to be on, again, I'm going to be on. Thank you, African Dream. I just saw you guys say that's nice. So thank you so much. I have like a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't know. Oh, here's one more thing that I made. My stuff is like all over the place. So I made these coasters the other day. So it's like different ones. That's one. That's one. That's one. I still got to like pull like some of the little paper off. I think I showed you guys that one already. Oh, that one I still got to pull the paper out of. So I made some coasters the other day as well. Yeah, MC the Shiznit, losing your mom is unreal. It's like the worst thing that I think that can happen to you, losing your mom. I lost my dad when I was in high school, but he was a deadbeat. So it hurt, but not like my mom and stuff. It's just something about your mom that it's just it hits different. It hits different. I'm not trying to be crying again, but through losing my mom, it grew me up a lot. And I'm not saying I wasn't like a grown up when my mom passed. I was a grown up, but it really grew me up because then when you lose your mom, you're like, I don't have anybody. If I go to jail, who gonna bail me? who's gonna bail me out, and stuff like that. It just like really, really makes you grow up when you don't have anybody. And yeah, I got my brother and my sister, but I can't like they would bail me out of jail, I think. First of all, I'm not going to jail, you guys, because I'm not that person that would go to jail. But, I'm just saying, if I were to go to jail, somebody would bail me out. I mean, I'm sure the YouTube community would take up a GoFundMe or put up a GoFundMe to get me out, right? I would hope so. Y'all got me? Y'all got my back? So I find myself in a daze thinking about that woman, maybe respect women more. Aw. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. Baddie. I'm not a baddie. I mean, I'm a baddie, but not that kind of baddie. I'm not that kind of baddie. So yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's hard. It's hard out here, and if I didn't have God in my life, I know I talk about God a lot, you guys, but I have to, because I know if it weren't for him, I don't know where I would be. I'm not gonna go to jail. I'm trying to start my own business, Goodies Homestead. So I'm not going to jail. I'm like working hard. Like I get off work and I work some more because I want to do that. Hey, Lisby Journey, thank you for joining in. I was telling everybody to go hit the replay if you guys didn't get a chance to check out my live from the beginning, because I kind of touched on a couple of personal things in my life that I want to share with you guys, and just let you guys know about me and everything. I'm not going to jail though. I'm not gonna go to jail. Not doing anything to go to jail. I like my freedom. I can't even imagine. And I'm claustrophobic. So I can't even imagine being locked up in a cell. They would probably have to like sedate me or something, because I can't do the little rooms. Don't laugh when I tell you guys this, but that's why I don't want to be in a coffin when I die. Just cremate me, because I don't want to be locked up in a little coffin. In a coffin. I mean, yeah, I know I'll be dead. Yeah. But what if I wake up and I'm in there? Like, so I am like claustrophobic. I'm like afraid of heights. I never was afraid of heights, but now I just can't do heights. Like they got this thing at the Grand Canyon where you could walk out on it. It's like a glass thing. I'm not showing you guys. I realized that the backs of my hands were ashy earlier, you guys. I was showing some people some of the things that I did, and I got right up in the camera. I was like, wait a minute, my hands are ashy. So I had to back up some. So I'm gonna have to hit the lotion bottle when I get off of here and everything, because I had the ash, like I had my hands in flour. Um, and then but they have this thing at the Grand Canyon where you could walk out on glass, and it kind of extends over like the mountain and stuff, and the glass is just like just hanging, like it's like no kind of anything under it. Someone asked me if I would be able to do that, and the answer is hell no. I wouldn't be able to do anything like that. I would be like, if I even found myself out there like that, I would be like crawling back, just trying to get to the part that was more secure. So, would you guys be able to do something like that? Like just go out on a glass ledge and look all the way to the bottom of the Grand Canyon and be okay, just walk around on the glass? What if the glass breaks? What if a earthquake happens? Heck no, I can't do it. So, that's just me though. I'm not able to do that. So with that being said, every day, catch me every day between 5 and 5:15 Pacific time. My voice is going out again because I didn't have coffee or tea. I can't, and I ain't. I'm with you. I'm not gonna be out there doing that. I'm not gonna be out there doing that. Not gonna be out there. I'm not gonna be out there doing that. There is no way. Yeah, so I'll be on like between 5 and 5:15 Pacific time. And that would be between 8 and 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. So I hope that you guys can come check me out in the mornings. I was telling everybody I'm gonna do like some cooking things. I made some copycat egg bites from Starbucks this morning, so I don't have to keep buying Starbucks egg bites. And they came out really good. I really like them. So I'll post a picture or something, maybe on Instagram. I think I follow a lot of you guys on Instagram, so I'll post a picture of them on Instagram. And I think that's it. You guys, does anyone have any questions for me, or anything you want to know? My birthday is coming up. It's Sunday. Woo woo! So if you guys want to like show me some birthday love at my Cash App right there, feel free. Buy me a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a bottle of Hennessy. No, I'm just playing. I already got a bottle of Hennessy in there, so yeah. But I can always use 2 bottles, right? Anyway, you got me a gift, MC the Shiznit. When do I get it? When do I get the gift? Are you gonna mail it to me? Like, how do we connect on this gift? So anyway, ooh, I was on for a whole hour, you guys. Hey, Good Eats Homestead. I miss what's funny. Are you laughing at me because I'm such a goofball? Oh, Sunday. Okay. So, Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, I'm gonna do like a birthday live. I don't know how long I'll be on, but I'm gonna do a birthday live on Sunday on my actual birthday, or like late Saturday going into Sunday. I don't know the time yet, but I'm gonna do like a quick live. So hopefully you guys can join in. It's called the Experience with Sassy birthday party live. So hopefully you guys can join in. Hey, as a matter of fact, while I'm at it, hey, Wellness for Frugal Mama, thank you for jumping in. While I'm at it, I need some help. So you guys know how you schedule a live, and you could set the notification thing. I don't know how to do that. I looked all through YouTube to try to figure out how I do that. So maybe somebody can help me with that, because I do want to like set the little notifications for the days that I go on, and especially for the birthday party on Sunday, the birthday celebration live on Sunday, when I'll be 22 years old. Woo, woo. Anyway, okay, I'm getting crazy. So get at me if anybody knows how to do that. I'm sure someone does know how to show me how to do that. I really appreciate it. So, but I think I think Miss T is about to come on. I just got a notification. Let me see. Yeah, I just got a notification. So I'm going to jump on and check her out. But thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for listening to my story. And you guys have a great day. And I'll chat with you guys later. Okay. Thank you for being my moderator, MC the Shiznit. I appreciate you. All right, you guys. Toodles.